welcome to... I've lost the numbers. I don't remember the numbers anymore. Our game of Horus Heresy on the channel. I'm joined by James, who you might have seen in the Mordheim Mini Lustria campaign. Go and check that out, and you'll see how we get on. I want to say more, but also I shouldn't say more. Go and check it out. It'll be linked here, if I get the links right. I tried to get the links right in the video, but I don't know whether they did.
Right, okay.
Anyway, so this is James.
Howdy.
We're both playing Iron Warriors today, and hopefully I'm going to crush some loyalists with the true Iron Warriors.
I'm not really loyalist, though. I've not even got Kevin.
Well, I'm not being loyalist, so you've got to be loyalist.
Sure.
Because I refuse. It's my channel. I'm not being loyalist.
That's fine. I normally play loyalist, because loyalists are better. Because I
Because
have
of
Curveiling and an armor 15 bunker. It's perfect.
But we're spoiling list section now, so...
Well, I don't have that, so we're not.
Yeah, but we'll check you guys out in the list building section. Welcome to the list building section, of which we're going to do this, and then, depending on how long we ramble about deep delving into our lists, it'll either be inserted at the end, or now. But
Completely.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to talk for a while.
But we won't know that until we've either rambled too long or not enough.
3 days later.
Yeah. So, we'll start with James's list, and then we'll go into mine.
Quite a timid Iron Warriors. It's 2.5k, so already we've not got a lot of the good stuff in there. It's quite timid. There's no Lord of War choice whatsoever. So normally there will be a glaive, because glaives are awesome.
But Lord, right, other than the... I'll let you get through the list.
Yeah, cool. So we'll do the list and then we'll go around the list. So we've got a Praetor Terminator armour with a Paragon Blade and a Power Fist, just because the model's cool. He will never attack anything, so it doesn't matter.
Terminator armour?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You can only take one.
I thought so,
weapon.
but I was like,
We'll go with it.
He can have a Paragon Blade, and I don't really care.
Well, he can just be normal armour and take... Because he's got Artificer armour, and then he can have an Iron Halo and take both of them, and it's approximately the same points.
Yeah, sure.
So he's got that.
Cool. He's never going to hit
Terminator
anything
armour.
because he's in a unit of 10
Tyrants.
Also, not a good unit. But anyway, so that's one HQ. We've got a Siegebreaker, which is required if you take Tyrants to make them slightly better. So you've got 140
And we'll go into Siegebreaker, Tyrants after, because I'm burning, because I hate the comparisons.
Right, so anyway, Praetor, Siegebreaker, they're my 2 HQ choices.
Yeah.
Troops, 3 tactical squads in Rhinos. Beautiful.
Any upgrades on the tactical squads? Artificer Armour Sergeant?
No. They're literally bare bones. If they're alive at the end of the game, they'll score something, because end of game scoring is obviously terrible. Mm-hmm. And they'll sit in Rhinos all game until the Rhinos die. So
fair enough.
That's my troops choices. Elites, I've got 2 quad mortars with shatter shells.
Are they separate or in one?
Yeah, they're separate. I've got enough choices.
So if we get a kill points mission, that might bite you in the ass.
Sure, whatever. Fast attacks, I've got 2 individual sabres. Yeah. They've got stub auto cannons, and they've got Volkite culverins. They're not on the models because they're magnetised, and I took them off to try multi-melters.
And then you drove all the way down here.
Yeah, I drove all the way to Manchester, and I was like, I'm not driving back. So that's my fast attack choices. Heavy sport choices, which is the Iron Warriors core choice. We have...
I think it's everyone in Heresy's core choice. Yeah. Who doesn't max... Other than White Scars, who doesn't max out on heavy sports?
Alpha Legion? No, probably. So we've got the 10 Tyrants.
Yeah.
4
Bad
Chain
choice.
Fists. Yeah, right, we'll go into this in a minute. 4 Chain Fists. They've got a dedicated transport of a Spartan. We've also got a Sakaran Arcus with Sky Strike missiles, just as a contingency, in case you brought a Lightning, which is terrible. Never take a Lightning. Rubbish. Not fluffy at all. And then the last one, we've got 10 Autocannon Havocs. Also terrible, because they're strength 7 and strength 6.
Right, so we won't need to deep delve into the Autocannon Havocs. They aren't great. They look good. Especially because of the Iron Warriors artwork, where he's got like a...
Yeah, just a massive
rocking the autocannon. But
they're just
as a choice,
trash.
as a heavy support choice in Heresy 1.0, they're not.
They're trash. Yeah. This is where we play the game and they're like the MVPs. But anyway,
so
they'll be trash.
I'll go through my list.
Sure.
I keep doing that, and I should stop. But I'll go through my list. Then we'll do the deep delve. So in my list, I've got a Delegatus who's got Artificer armor, Combi Melter, and a Power Fist. I'm going to be running Sacrificial Offering to get some of the tasty outflanking. I've then got 5 vets with Melter Bombs who are in a Rhino, The Rhinos got no upgrades. The Vets have got Artificer armour. I've then got 2 tactical squads with Artificer armour on the Sergeant in Rhinos with no upgrades. Next, I've got, and this is where I've got to refer to my phone so I don't get it wrong. I've then got a Sakaran battle tank with las cannons, dozer blade, and you will see the las cannons are not modelled on the sponsons because I hate sponsons. The look of sponsons are not non-World War II style tanks.
Right.
Non-World War One style tanks, sorry. So if it's not like a British male or female tank, I don't like it.
Sure.
I've got a Sakaran Arcus, which is modelled as Calliope style. That's got las cannon, sponsons, dozer blade, and that's it for the upgrades on that. Then I've got a Predator Squadron, which has 2 lots of las cannon sponsons.
Yeah.
The 3 of them all have Pintle multi-melters, and I've got a command tank upgrade on one of them.
Okay. That's not bad.
Yeah. So if you notice there, all of my tanks are armour value 13 at the
So
top.
my autocannons might be able to do something.
Yeah. So
Do you have any armour 14 whatsoever?
I don't. I own 1 tank with armour value. Oh no, I own 1 painted tank with armour value 14. Not a massive fan of Spartans.
No, they're terrible.
Just
too much. Unless you fire drakes, then they're good.
yeah, exactly. In type, we'll get into this in the detail.
You thought you've done your list?
So I've then got a force commander for my militia because I've got to take a militia allied detachment for sacrificial offering.
Oh no.
He's got warrior elite and alchem jackers, so I'm going to become pinned instead of running away, and they're stubborn, all my militia. Also, warrior elite is +1 leadership.
Not bad.
I've then got 2 lots of 18 grenadiers with las rifles. So the las rifles are 30-inch rapid fire rather than 24 as is standard in. I don't know whether it's standard in 40k. As was standard in 40k.
Strength 3?
Strength 3, yeah.
Give him a 48 if you want, mate. It's not going to make a difference.
I've got 3 medics, 3 auxiliary sentinels with multi-melters and hunter-killer missiles. I've got the list there and I'm trying to remember it. So then I've got 3 artillery carriages with Medusas.
See, they're quite good.
Yeah, that will. So then I've got a Wall of Martyrs Imperial Bunker, which I've got to take as sacrificial offering. You've got to take fortification. They've got 2 lots of barricades on that, and a comms relay to hopefully make all of my sacrificial offering outflankingness come in.
Sound good?
Yeah, so that's the list. We will come back with the roll-up of mission in a second at the start when we've set up the table.
Yeah.
But now we're going to go into the deep delve.
Oh my god, my list is terrible.
So
Jesus Christ,
before
it's
this,
so bad.
You can make the judgment on that because you've just seen it. But it might be inserted at the end of the video, and it might be now. Only you will know. Okay, so James is having an episode, and we're back to roll for deployment
Tyrants.
and mission.
Tyrants.
Okay, so James, give us a roll for deployment, please.
I've Horus dice.
He rolls it all over here just after me saying don't. So that is hammer and anvil.
Oh, that's not
Yeah.
bad.
So we're playing.
What range are your Medusas again?
Low
36?
place. Yeah, 36.
Sweet.
And then we roll for mission, please, James. 5. So 5 is Tide of Carnage, James. So Tide of Carnage is where it's 3 points for controlling your own deployment zone, 5 points for the middle, and 7 points for the enemy deployment zone.
So the fact your entire army is outflanking,
Oh, a lot of it, yeah.
it gives you a massive bonus.
Yeah. Okay, so me and James are now going to roll off for deployment zone. So 6. I'm going to take the Big Pete side for no other reason than it is Big Pete's side.
Sounds good. Someone's straight over there.
Oh, no, I'm going to take this side.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so we will pan over the battlefield for you guys so that you can see. So we've got the setup with the terraces and the statue. James is going to be controlling Big Pete's at the start, which is clearly going to be the objective of the game. And we will come back when we have deployed armies. Okay, so we are back with deployment. I deployed first on the statue side of the board. I've got my artillery carriages here, set up close to the line. I've then got a grenadier squad around the statue, and I've got a bunker behind a defence line, which James thinks is the wackiest thing in the world. But then James proceeded to measure out all these distances 36 away from my Medusas.
36 and a half, mate.
Yeah, 36 and a half. And then line up along the sides to prevent outflanks, which I think is the wackiest thing in the world.
So what you're saying is, you expect me just to leave your army to outflank and kill my entire army?
Yeah, take
That's just
augury
standard
scanners. Take
tactics.
augury scanners.
Standard tactics, mate.
So James has got his quad mortars on the second floor of a building, or the first floor of a building, depending on what region you come from.
Can they deploy on the tin roof there?
It's not a tin roof.
Right, cool.
So then we've got Spartan, tactical squad in a rhino,
Tactical squad in Rhino.
the Sabre. Then we've got
Just again, if you skip the list building, these are not multi-militars, they are Volkites.
Yeah.
But they're magnetised, and I forgot to swap them over, so my bad.
okay. Then we've got the Arcus, autocannon Havocs, hoping to take down the
So
The
all of
Medusas.
this over 36 away,
and
beautifully done.
two rhinos on the flanks.
Yeah, so it's just going to try and stop him outflanking and give me a turn to try and do stuff.
Yeah.
It might be a very quick game, you never know.
It may be. It depends how good I am at hitting the dirt in turn one. So with that, let's go into turn one.
So before turn one, my Praetor Warsmith guy gets to shatter defences.
Oh, I get a Warlord trait as well.
Cool.
I do.
I don't know what that does.
Well, you get a Warlord trait which is shatter defences.
I like that.
What are you shattering?
The one in front of the Medusas.
Standard?
Yeah. So that's
Standard.
a 5-up save.
Yeah, and then I'm going to roll for my Warlord trait. So my Warlord traits, I've got Master of the Legion, so I roll 2 dice. I'm rolling on Strategic. Double 5, re-roll. 5 again.
His dice are not weighted honest. There we go.
2. 5 and a 2. So that's Knight Attacker and Divide and Conquer -1 reserve rolls. So I'm going to take Knight Attacker, which is stealth from the night fighting.
There is night fighting in this
And-
mission as well.
All of my units have night vision,
Sweet.
so I ignore that stealth. Okay, so James is now going to roll to seize. So on a 6, James will go first.
Red Steel, baby? That's 4.
It's a 4. So turn 1.
Let's go.
Turn 1 militias this time. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and press the bell icon to be notified of new videos, and enjoy the game as it comes up. Okay, so turn 1 militia. Now, with the Marines not being in, I'm going to have no movement as the militia hunker down to weather the storm. And I'm going to start out by firing my Medusas at James's quad mortars, because that's the only thing in range. I'm going to put the pie template on this guy's head.
Sweet.
So roll for scatter. It scatters. So scatter. Exactly the same roll as when I did it off camera. So
Well, the other direction from when it went off camera.
yeah, but still, it scatters 0 inches because the force commander is BS4, and gets that many. Will you just hold that for a second, please, James? Then the flip is where I want, and off to nothing. So where I want will just cover the same amount again, getting 5 twice.
So partials?
There's no partials in.
There's no partials.
James is informing the 2 separate units. So
So I'm not whack at all.
on this unit,
6.
it gets 6. So 6 2-ups, 5 wounds, and James will be going on his cover save, which is a 4-up for a building.
1, 2.
And so that'll kill a crewman and take 1 wound off the battery.
I think they've got 3 wounds.
They've got 2 wounds.
Cool, it's down to 1 now.
And then I've got 4 hits on this, for some reason, second battery there.
What do you mean for some reason?
For some reason, James.
Because they're better. Well, don't use my dice, mate. They're weighted.
4 wounds on that battery. Converts into a dead rapier carriage and 1 crewman. But the rapier carriage is what we're going for.
Yeah. See?
So, one thing, there will be very few leadership tests in this game.
What's the leadership test?
Exactly. Well, it's the thing that you need those dice for, but you don't. So, that is shooting with the Medusas done. I'm now going to pre-measure some ranges. 18 grenadiers into there. So with that measurement, 14 will be in range. They're grenadiers, so they hit on 3s.
Not bad.
A lot of misses there, James. Very bad.
I meant for me, mate.
So 6 hits. Yeah, 6 is to wound. Nothing. And then from the bunker...
Nothing will be in 30 from the bunker. Unless you've got heavy weapons?
Nope, just the 13 Slas rifles. So that was Iron Warriors. Yeah. I can't declare it as Iron Warriors turn 1. That was...
Militia.
That was Militia turn 1. James, over to you. So James is really raring to go. Start of James's turn 1. He's already got his tyrants ready. They're bailing out that Spartan. Good 300 points there.
300 points Spartan. 500.
Did you take Ceramite on it?
No. No flash either, mate.
Because why?
Because why? If you're going to hit it with a Medusa, hit it with a Medusa. I might move this up a bit.
So he's going to move 6 before they bail out.
Not
Or
exactly.
up to 6.
You can't go on from back, can you?
I can go on from the very back, so long as I'm not within an inch of you.
You can't come on here though, can you?
No.
Yeah, that's sure. Don't need to go. If I don't kill you Medusas this turn, I'm pretty screwed anyway. Tyrants.
Such a fluffy unit. You love them.
Hey, they're an Iron Warriors theme unit. Got my amazing Siegebreaker tax that they need. And then the Praetors with him because he looks cool. Doesn't actually have a cyclone missile launcher, unfortunately. GW Forge World, if you see this, Iron Warriors Praetors, let them have cyclone missile launchers.
But I can just cut to the picture of him in the army list section there. So this is the final position of the unit. James is quadruple checking they within 6 of the Spartan, because that half inch really matters to a Medusa template.
What Medusa templates, mate?
Well, yeah, exactly. Either the Medusa's going to be there or it's not. Either way, it's not going to matter for the half inch out.
True. So we will start by shooting.
No, the movement.
Yeah, go on, man.
just because you said it.
Just because you said so. This thing will move 6.
So the 2 sabres moving up.
Slightly.
Shuffling.
Right, so we'll start with the sabre over that side, and there was a logic to this madness.
Yeah.
So it will shoot you with its Volkite, because it's the only thing in range.
So that's at the Medusas.
It is indeed at the Medusa.
Across the square that we're fighting over.
45-inch range Volkites.
Yeah.
4 shots. We'll hit on 3s. 1 misses. Wound on 5. Yours toughness 8.
Toughness 7.
So wound on 5s.
1.
1 wound.
Okay, so I have a 4-up save for the night fighting.
Yes. You've got the bunker, the barricade plus the night fighting. Cool.
Yes. Loves it.
Cool. What I will now
I know what's going to happen.
is hit you with a searchlight, so you no longer get that cover save.
Yes.
And then we will let slip the dogs of war. So,
20 cyclone missiles into?
no. Havocs. Autocannon Havocs.
Yeah.
Autocannons have 2 shots each.
Autocannons do.
Cool. I don't use
This is like James has never played 30k before, did fighting, playing hundreds of games. He's got Medusas.
Will be 20 shots into the Medusas. They will hit on 2s because they are Havocs. Take that. It's not bad.
4s to wound. Ooh, lots of not wounds.
Yeah, lots of not wounds.
So,
6.
6.
So your cover save will now be
6 up, because -1 for the Havocs.
yeah. So you don't get your night fighting.
Yeah.
So just
And
6
-1,
up
so it's 5 and then a 6, because he has shattered my defences. So this isn't a 4, it's a 5.
Yeah.
Basically, these 2 are before the carriage in terms of the Iron Havocs. So we'll be first. So 3 will be before the carriage. So 3 6-up saves.
Look at that.
One
Pass
pass.
one that he didn't pass before.
So salty.
Yeah. So,
After you've made my 3-up save a 6-up save.
so one more, because one guy survived.
And then 1 more. and then 2 on the actual carriage.
Yeah.
So the carriage passes both armour saves of 3 up. Okay, so next up, what are you firing, James?
We'll shoot the Arcus next.
At the Medusas.
Yeah.
So, James gets 1 set of shots because his Arcus has to move forward to get into range of the Medusas.
Because we shot the Havocs first.
Yeah.
So it'll be 3s. And then 3s again.
So toughness 7, strength 8, so 3s.
So it'll be 3 saves.
And the Medusas have a 5-up save because the barricades have been made into a 5-up. I don't get the +1 stealth for the searchlight because of the sabre. And James doesn't get -1 to my cover save because he's not Iron Havocs.
Yes.
So,
5 ups.
or Fullamantara's Terminators, which are great. So, 5-up cover saves, and I'm re-rolling successful because of his Arcusness.
Jobs are good.
Yeah, so 2 wounds on the carriage.
So next, I guess we will shoot the Heavy Bolter.
So yeah, Heavy Bolter.
Heavy Bolters are trash.
1 hit, no wounds.
Heavy Bolters are trash.
Not quad Heavy Bolters though. If it was a quad Heavy Bolter, it'd have done great.
Sure.
For 40 points.
We'll do the Volkite from the other saber.
Yeah.
2 hits. 5s to wound. Kill that.
2 wounds, and I've got 2 3-up saves
Yes.
for the carriage. Made them both.
Loves it. So I guess shot. We'll go on to the Tyrants.
Well, so this is actually one thing that I was looking for, or hoping for, was to make him waste the Tyrant into the carriages, because it means my bunker survives a turn.
I wouldn't be shooting your bunker anyway though.
You'd be fired into a Grenadier squad? Because there's nothing else to fire at.
True.
Okay, so 20 shots into the Medusas, hitting on 3s.
3s. Tyrants are trash.
I think your rolls are trash.
No, Tyrants.
Look at that, that's horrendous. What was that, 9 misses or something?
8 misses.
Trash dice. You
Trashy.
keep saying about the...
These dice are awesome. They're called red steel dice for a reason.
3 to wound to the strength 8. Unless you want to fight frag.
No, not really. So we've got 3, 9. 9 5-up cover saves. 6 guys in the front.
It's also, because you're AP3, I've not got a different save across the unit. So it's just the 9.
Right. 5 ups.
9 5-ups. Yeah, so there's 6 infantrymen at the front.
Carriages survive.
Yeah, 6 there.
So the only thing left to shoot is the last cannons. So Tyrants, terrible, as proven.
I don't think that quite definitively proves it.
They're about to die to Medusas next turn, so I think they are. So the last cannons from the
Off the Spartan.
Yeah.
And I think you tilted it like that, didn't you? So we can actually see with that second last cannon. So 3 5-ups. 2 wounds, which will go on a random carriage, because why not? That can go in the middle.
Would have killed one if you'd have done your dice rolls properly the first round.
No, you wouldn't, because you moved the Sakaran and therefore fired too many shots.
Yeah, true. True, wouldn't have.
Good.
Made a difference.
So I'll cut that little bit of audio out then, should I?
That's fine.
No, I won't.
That's fine. I don't think the heavy bolter's in range because you've killed the guys on the front.
James has got his quad mortar that's remaining firing.
Sure. So we'll just do some shatter shells into the Medusas.
Yep. So his roll over here hits 3 times. I was looking for a blast template then. So your strength 8, so toughness 7 is 3s.
So just 3 3-up saves, mate.
3 3-up saves is 1 wound taken. So one of the carriages is on 1 wound left. So is that Iron Warriors turn 1 and then going into Iron Warriors turn 2?
It is indeed. It is indeed.
This is all for you, Phil, to confuse you. We are on Iron Warriors turn 2. This Iron Warrior, though, not that Iron Warrior. That Iron Warrior is the other Iron Warrior.
That Iron Warrior is about to lose all his tyrants because of the rubbish.
Right, so I'm going to start off with reserves for all of my outflank from my sacrificial offering. So I've got a comms relay in this bunker, so that gives me a reroll to the reserves row. So everything will come in on a 3-up with a reroll. So the Predator Squadron gets a 1, reroll, it comes in. The Sicaran comes in. The Arcus comes in. The Veteran Squad, which is the one with the aerial, thank you James, comes in. Now, the 2 tactical squads that are identical, both come in.
Sweet.
So, now what I've got to do is do sides. So James's side is going to be the 1 or the 2. The other side, the computer side, this is the offstage area.
Right,
that
backstage.
Everyone can see now, yeah. So that's going to be 3, 4 and 5, 6. I will choose. So, the Predator, James is. The Sicaran, the computer side. The other Sicaran, the computer side. The Vets, I pick. Tactical, tactical. So, 1 on each side for the tacticals. So, the only one that I pick is the Vet Squad. And I will do that. I will pick that when everything else has come in order and I've decided. Post semi-deployment of the...
Deployment on turn 2.
Yeah. We've got the Sicaran here, which is sort of angling for a side shot. It's all rubbish though anyway. He's been cut off by not wanting to get too close to the Tyrants. So...
But the Tyrants aren't going to be there, Max.
We'll see. We'll see. Fine. He's going to move further on anyway, because he can move 12 and fire a couple of guns. He's fast. So he's going to get to there.
Cool.
The Arcus has moved here to hope for a second turn not move, so I can double fire the Sky Spears.
Mm-hmm.
Tactical squad in a Rhino has just moseyed onto the board. 2 tactical squads, or veteran tax and normal tax.
Veterans, normals.
Yeah. Have just moseyed onto the board. Predator Squadron have come onto that side and hopefully got into the flank and given me just some options basically to fire at over there, because there's going to be something remaining, I think. James doesn't think so, but I've only got 1 unit that's going to be shooting over there and you've got 3 units I want to take out.
Fair.
So
That's fair.
yeah, so we will come into the shooting phase. The Sicaran here is going to take difficult terrain tests to do its movement, James has just pointed out. So I'm going to roll 2 dice for the Dozer Blade because it allows a reroll.
Yeah, cool.
Yes! It immobilises itself as it gets onto the terrain.
This guy, cocky as anything.
Yeah.
So would it immobilise itself at the start when it got the terrain or at the end?
Yes, James, it immobilises itself a quarter of an eighth.
So you didn't come straight on, you came round, is that right?
Yeah, of course.
You didn't go straight over?
It went like that.
Right, okay, sure, mate. That's how
Of course it does.
Sure, mate.
Of course it does. Should we start lining up more tanks on the edge then? But hopefully with how this is getting on, I'm not going to be sick of you before the end. Pie plate obviously onto the Tyrants, and I'm hopefully going to clip. Well, it doesn't really matter about clipping the Spartan if I'm going for the Tyrants, I suppose, because it will still be in the front arc. Sure. So, I'm going to go... Oh, do I just want to try and kill you, Warsmith, more than...
What, are you putting it like here?
By putting it there, so hopefully like after it will be slightly sooner. Okay, right. I'm not going to, I'm just going to put it there.
Yeah, that should be well in range there. Yeah. Easy.
James is really playing 40k now. Hits, the second one hits.
Again, and the third one hits, so that will be...
Excellent.
9 3s, 27.
Yeah.
Not bad.
9 dice 3 times.
Let's go.
On 2s, because of strength 10.
So
that's 8.
That's
the
9.
full 9. And 8.
So 3.
25. So James is going to go in his characters last, because he can do. Characters last, all the saves at once.
Well, I'm just going to roll them. They'll all be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 characters.
Yeah.
See? Tyrants are terrible. How many points for your reducers?
300, so not as much as that squad.
Exactly.
Yeah, but 3 hits. Shouldn't have really got 3 hits.
Hey,
but
sometimes it do be like that.
You did say that. You said that in the Mordheim campaign as well. Yeah. Sometimes it do be like that.
They don't think it'd be like that, but sometimes it do.
Did I Kobe or did I do the other one then?
That was a Kobe, mate.
That was a Kobe.
Accuracy. Kobe for accuracy.
Which one's the yeet for range? The Arcus has found itself out of targets now.
Oh no, I feel so bad for it.
Yeah. So I'm going to fire into the sabre because I've got a chance of immediately removing that.
Sure.
So I'm going to go first with its 2 las cannons, hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Front armour 11 or 12?
I don't know
12 for a sabre. Las cannons, pen twice. And see what the pens do.
5 and 5.
Weapon destroyed twice. Have you got the missiles?
No.
So its guns are all gone. And it's got 1 hull point left. So the...
You didn't take a leadership test for your Medusas.
I didn't. I will take it now. So leadership 9 for the Medusas. It's got the force.
11, me baby.
5. They're fine. So I'm back to not cheating now. Then the 4 missile launchers from the top of the Arcus. Hit 3 times. It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
On a 5. That's another pen. See if the pen explodes it. It doesn't.
It does not.
Leave it there, James. Leave it there. You're breaking my immersion.
Yeah, sure. Oh, you want to put a thing? Yeah, alright, cool.
I've got things, yeah.
Do they glow?
They do glow. Let's...
Get your full immersion on then.
Should we turn the lights down low, James?
Not till later, honey.
The immobilised Sakaran is going to fire its accelerator autocannon at your Arcus.
Sure.
Because why would I not? So, hits on 3s.
Twin links.
Twin linked. Good that he's twin linked because it's 2 hits. So 4 hits. It's strength 7, armour value 13 at the front of your Arcus.
Sure.
So 6s. Nothing. And then I've got 1 las cannon. Misses.
Okay.
Cheers for coming, Sakaran.
I mean, it's already lost 1 hull point, mate. It's still doing better than mine.
It has lost a hull point as well, hasn't it? So, my 3 predators are going to go into your Sakaran because I don't like seeing it.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, into the Sakaran. So, I've got 12 shots from the Predator autocannons. So 12 shots, hitting on 3s.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
That was good. 9 hits. Done 7.
5's then?
So 5's in James's side, and I've got Tank Hunter from having a squadron command tank.
Sweet. So...
I needed that Tank Hunter.
Yeah?
1 glance at the moment. The reroll. 3 glances and a pen. So James has got a 5-up intervening cover for his own model being in the way.
So the glances first, are you happy with?
Yeah, any order. 1 goes through, and the pen goes through. So the pen does a 6, immobilised.
Cool.
So I've got 2 sets of sponson las cannons firing at snap fire.
Yep.
So it's 6s, nothing. And then I've got 3 pintle multi-melters. No hits.
You wouldn't have re-rolled if it was a 6 out of the box, would he?
I would have, wouldn't I? They've seen that in the previous videos, James.
Sure.
What is left to go? James has not been annihilated on that side, but I do think that was quite a good turn for the Iron Warriors. Oh, I've got the front 14 guys from here.
Oh, yeah.
They're las rifles, yes.
Let's do it, boy. Do you want to kill the one guy? Or the...
I'm going to kill the quad.
You are indeed going to kill the quad.
5, 8, 12, 14 las rifles. So 14 las rifles into the quad, hitting on 3s. So 7 hits.
Yep.
And then 6 is to wound. 2 wounds. Ooh, he's got 1 wound left, so 1 fail will kill it.
Oh, he kills it.
Quad's gone.
Legend.
Iron Warriors turn 2.
Phil.
Yeah, that's Iron Warriors turn 2 done. Iron Warriors turn 2 about to begin.
Iron Warriors turn 2.
Iron Warriors turn 2. So James's Iron Warriors turn 2.
Should we do some movementage?
Yes. I mean, it might come into game at some point. But we've not got boring armies, we swear.
There's not really much to move, mate. This goes.
Do you not want to start bombing your tanks forward? tanks score in this?
Yeah.
I just remembered this right now.
I didn't. But if tanks get too close, tanks die.
To what?
To the Medusas that are still alive.
That is true.
You've got Sentinels.
I'll do it next turn.
Right.
That's long gone now.
Well, they've got like multi-mods on them as well, don't they?
And Hunter Killer Missiles, but...
Sure.
So if I lose this game, we know that's why.
Yeah. No, I don't think we need to worry about that, guys, do we? I think we just try and do
Yeah, I will say that was quite an effective outflank, that one.
I think we just try and do a bit of damage. So we just do a touch of shooting, I think. So the Arcus, we'll start with the Arcus. It's immobilised on 1 hull point. It will try and shoot into the Medusas again.
Yeah, so it's not double tapped this turn.
So it can.
Oh, so it's not moved, so it can double tap. Yeah.
So it will hit on 3s. So much better roll than last time. It will wound on 3s though.
Yeah.
So 4.
4 wounds. So there's 3 wounds left on the front 2 carriages. So I'm going to get my cover save, obviously.
Yeah.
But that is the result.
So it'll be a 5-up cover save.
Yeah, and I'm re-rolling successes.
Any
right?
successes you re-roll.
1 pass. That then passes again. Yes. So
that's enough to kill 2 carriages.
Yes. It takes these 2 out.
And since all the shots were done at the same time, I'm going to shoot the heavy bolter as well.
Yes.
Heavy bolters are trash. 1 hit.
Watch this take out the carriage. Oh, it can't take out the carriage.
It doesn't even wound. Sweet. That was quite good. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Effective Arcus shooting. Next, I guess we will go Havocs into the Predators.
Yeah. So the closest one is the one without las cannons. Almost like it was a disposable tank. But...
Is that not the command tank?
No, the command tank
Is the guy with one of the dudes?
It's actually this one. So this one has a little chevron on his stripe.
Makes sense.
It doesn't actually. I suppose it's so long as the command tank survives, you get the tank hunter. Yeah.
So yeah, my Havocs will shoot into the Predators.
Yep. So 20 shots. A lot of hits. 1 miss.
Yeah. So you are front armor 13.
Yeah.
So I will be
6s with rerolls for your tank hunter.
With rerolls for tank hunter.
A lot of 6s.
Not really. Well,
5.
4 there.
So that's 15 rerolls. And that one's out to reroll. So 1 more. So it takes out 1 tank and 1 is on 1 hull point remaining.
Cool. So what we'll do now is the Sabre will shoot at this one.
Yeah.
So it's got a snub autocannon, which does things.
Yeah. Strength 8 autocannon it is.
Right, so it's 2 shots.
Yeah.
Hit on 3s.
1 hit.
It might be twin linked.
It is twin linked. So
twin-linked.
yeah, re-rolling. Doesn't matter. Same result.
It's strength 8.
Strength 8. So 13 on the front.
So
5
stick
fives.
glance.
And it has sunder, so you
does
can
indeed.
re-roll it.
Oh, same number. And the Volcat on front can't hurt it.
No, because you strength 6.
Sweet. So the only other thing to shoot will be the Spartan. It's going to try and shoot the Arcus. So it's got 2 lots of las cannons. Hitting on 3s. Twin linked.
It's 4 hits.
Front armor 13.
Yeah.
So numbers.
4s to glance. Ooh, 1.
1 glance. Yikes.
That wasn't the greatest of rolls.
Sometimes that happens.
So it's either going to come down to you have the wackiest army with the worst rolls, or you've just proved that this is not the wackiest army in the world. Yeah. And in fact, mine is.
Yours are just an average list, mate, and because I put so many points into tyrants,
into terrible units,
they're overpriced and terrible. It's just how
it's
it
just
happens,
what
mate.
happens.
It's supposed to be expected, but we're having a fun game. We've not whacked it up because neither of us have hot points.
We've only argued all the time off camera.
No. Look at the outtakes after this. It should be at the end of the video unless he cuts them out, which proves the point I've just made.
There's not going to be any outtakes. They might be our bickering over tyrants, but that's about it.
Sure.
So Iron Warriors turn 2 done. Iron Warriors turn 3 about to
Do you
begin.
need a leadership test on your Medusas?
You've taken 2 carriages. I imagine I take them for carriages.
Oh, no. I don't do leadership, mate. I'm an Iron Warriors player.
I'm also an Iron Warriors player.
What is this mechanic of the game we ignore completely?
They're fine anyway.
Yeah,
we love it. So Iron Warriors, that is Iron Warriors turn 2 done.
Yeah.
Now it's Iron Warriors turn 2. Okay, so Iron Warriors turn 3.
Yes. After Iron Warriors turn 2.
Should I outflanking turn 3? There's going to have to be somewhere. Traitor turn 3. This is the obvious
Traitor
way to do
loyalist,
it.
yeah.
Traitor loyalist.
Let's move.
Right, so Rhino is going to go 6, 12 to give James the opportunity to ram.
Thanks, mate.
The Arcus is staying where it is. But it can pivot. Pivot. Actually, can't even hurt that, so he might as well. He's going to.
Fair enough.
No, it's going to stay that way. I'm quite happy having my front facing to your las cannons.
What do you want to do over here?
Yeah, over here. This predator can no longer see through that predator. But this one can see through that.
Yep. I like the way you made sure they're on the board.
I did, yeah.
You're not Rich Adams.
No, well, he's in the Necromunda game. I'm surprised all of these guys weren't like that. So check out the Necromunda game on the channel now.
You'll be in the top corner of the video.
I won't. He's not been released yet. But anyway, I won't. I'll cut this bit out.
Damn it.
I'm gonna have to play cut your formation of the dice. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
So this Rhino is going to move 6 inches forwards to here. And turn, and he's going to disgorge passengers. I will come back when that's actually done.
Yep.
This Rhino is going to move 6, and then another however much amount within his 12.
Yeah, so gravy.
It's going to go there. Ooh. And this guy's going to go further that way. The final position of these Rhinos is here. The tactical squad has disembarked, and the second Rhino is just positioning itself for a bit of sneaky tactics.
Yeah. Bit of turbo boost shenanigans.
Protecting a tactical squad, I suppose. So
Yeah,
it's all time wasting anyway.
From the AP4 autocannons.
Yeah, with an AP2 second man in. So yeah, this is all time wasting shenanigans.
Yeah.
Sorry for extending the video, guys.
Just cut it out, Max. It's fine. No one cares.
Nah. But it's all footage. I need the footage.
What about the raw unedited version that we're going to post in 3 years' time for money?
What, on the OnlyFans page?
Yeah, sure. That's what OnlyFans is about.
Yeah, it's about creators getting paid for their services, James. That's what OnlyFans is about.
Cool. Alright, mate.
I'm going to start out with the bolters.
Sweet.
The bolters into your Havocs on the missile silo. So 10 bolter shots into the autocannon Havocs. 7 hits.
Not bad.
I'm happy with that one. 4 wounds.
3 up save, I think.
Yep, all fine. Surprisingly. The Predators are going to fire into the Arcus.
Sounds good.
The Predators didn't move, so can fire all their weapons. So each one has got 2 las cannons. So that's 4 total las cannons.
That's how numbers work, Max.
1 las cannon hit.
Sweet.
1 pen.
I don't think I'll get into any model on this one.
I bet I can't see from there.
See.
So I reckon you'll get a cover save of intervening from that.
Nope.
Yeah. So it's worthwhile giving you that one. So that's that squadron over because they can't fire at anything else.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm going to turbo boost this guy to here because they fired already.
Sounds good.
Yes! The plan's gone off.
Yeah, good stuff.
I'm going to smoke launch round this Rhino. He's smoked. The Arcus is going to double tap into the Spartan.
Sweet.
James just wants me to blow everything up so he can be proved right that
Tyrants
and
already
Spartans
been
are
proved
terrible.
right. Spartans are right. They're very durable. Unless it dies here, and then I was right. It won't die here, though. It's
So-
not possible.
It's not possible, is it?
No.
It's not possible.
No. You don't have
I think you're asking.
You don't have tank hunter.
6/6s now will disagree with you.
Yeah, you won't get 6/6s, you'll get R6,
R6.
which glances it, because it's strength 8.
And then 2 las cannons.
Oh, this might not.
Hits. Glances. 5 hull points and 6 for the super heavy versions.
Okay, so it's down to 3.
Yeah, because a Land Raider has 4 hull points.
Okay. You can tell I use a lot of Spartans.
Sakaran, same target.
Sweet.
Not same target. Into your sabres. Sabre.
Okay, what's the range of its gun? 48?
48, well in.
Yeah, easy, mate. I'm not even gonna.
So, 6 shots from the accelerator autocannon. Twin linked for them 3.
Very nice, very nice.
For them 4 even. So that's 5 hits. And then the side armour
Is it 11?
is 11. So it needs 4s. So a glance and a pen.
See what the pen does?
You've got intervening.
Sweet.
So-
So the glance,
Glance.
and the pen.
Both go through.
Yep.
The pen does weapon destroyed. 1, 2, 3, it's your autocannon.
Yep.
So it's the Volkite.
Yep.
And then the one las cannon that can see hits. Doesn't do anything.
Good.
Finally, the Medusa. We come to the bit which is going to do something.
Can kill a guy?
I'm going to have to fire the Medusa here because James is a quarter of an inch out here.
Oh no. Can I go to ground? Is that a rule?
Yeah, you can go to ground with him.
Go
So he'll
to
be on a 3 up cover save.
Sweet, I'll do that.
So it scatters off wildly
So
into nothing.
even the flips won't hit.
7. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's no flips because it's just the one gun.
Alright, so
Yeah. 8. Then I'm going to get 14 las rifles from the Grenadier squad. It's only 11 this time because the gun's removed.
the gun has been removed.
That's what it's been done. So hitting on 3s. And this time wounding on 5s, not 6s. Because the gun is gone. 2 wounds.
I will elect to take my 3 up cover save so then he dies.
He does.
Having a whale of a time, mate. It's not about winning or losing, it's about having fun. And I always.
It's about rocking up and not getting stabbed in Ashton.
I didn't say that, okay? That is not the words that came out of my mouth.
Not stabbed by me, by the way. Just for other people that might come on the channel.
Yeah, sure.
So, I think that's actually my entire turn.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's my turn. So, over to you, James.
Cool. Iron Warriors, turn 3.
Anyway, James's turn.
Yeah, my turn.
Are we going to repeat this joke every single turn?
I was still going to watch this.
Buckle up, everyone.
I'm not going to move. Fuck it. I've got. We're only on turn 3, aren't we? We'll go to shooting straight away. Actually, no, we will move. This guy's going to move back out of Medusa range. The last cannons are going to shoot into the Arcus again.
Okay.
Hoping for a better result than last time. That is not a better result.
1 hit.
They are twin linked. And that is out of the box. 3 hits. We're looking for force to glance.
Yeah.
Did I glance it last turn?
You did.
Right, so a pen.
A pen. So,
Do you not want your wall save?
I don't think that covers 25% of the...
Oh yeah, because it didn't for me,
Six.
so it won't for you.
Yeah.
So 6. Cool, it's dead. No, don't break my immersion, Max.
It explodes, it gets removed from the board, that's the game.
God damn it.
Okay.
So
what
hot take, the 305 point Spartan has killed more points than the total of 700 points worth of
That's
tyrants.
getting cut out.
Just going to weave it into every conversation. Do you really want to edit this much?
Yeah, every time I start saying something or rolling dice, that's when you're going to say tyrants are trash.
We'll start with the saber shooting into the...
Yeah. So all it's got is the autocannon?
Yeah, that's all it needs, mate. 2 hits.
Yeah.
Looking for 5s to glance, 6s to penetrate.
And
we
Sunder?
have Sunder, just need 1. That'll do. 1 penetrates. I don't need to roll what it does, because it can't explode you. Thanks.
Okay.
And then the Havocs are going to try and take out the last one, because it's quite a big threat, that, actually.
Yeah, he's not too shabby of a tank. I quite enjoy it.
Do you think Predators are worthwhile then?
No.
No, why not?
Because they're not fast.
They're not Tyrants.
If they got fast,
Tyrants are trash.
that's been cut out.
You can't, you're talking. Yeah, sure. So 2s to hit. Didn't need those ones anyway.
6s to glance with
rerolls. You dead, mate.
It's dead, Dave.
It's dead, Dave. I'm going to reroll anyway, because I've got a reroll.
Because I want to.
Because I want to.
On to nothing, because that's everything.
Sure, I think so.
Yeah. So that's Iron Warriors turn 4.
Turn 4.
But yeah, my Iron Warriors, not James's
His
Iron
Iron
Warriors.
Warriors, turn 4. Don't forget his Sentinels, mate.
Oh, that is a thing. So do the Sentinels come in? They do. And which side? 1, 2 will be that side.
Yes. I'm happy
Terrible.
because they would have killed my spot.
Terrible. So the move through cover of the Sentinels, 6. They love cover.
Love. They've all got multi-melters, yeah.
And Hunter Killer Missiles.
That's a very Rich Adams deployment you've got going on there, mate.
It's not, it's on the board. You can also stand on top of stuff.
Yeah, I'd prefer if you did that. Not to break my immersion.
It is imperative to not break people's immersion, James.
Yeah, that's the whole point of your channel, mate. That's what I thought, anyway.
What, non-immersion breaking games?
Yeah.
That is it. Because cameras way up on the bird's eye don't break games immersion.
Not at all.
So, on to the movement phase.
Yeah.
So, the Rhino is going to move 6.
Yeah.
And then going to disembark its passengers. So we've got the disembarked squad here. I'm then going to move this squad 6 to there. So that's where the tactical squads ended up. This Rhino is going to go 9 and 12. And I'm just going to do the flat out move.
Yeah, that's cool, mate.
To get there. That's an empty Rhino, but in this mission it is scoring because it's a tank. Everything else has moved, or doesn't want to move even. The Rhino here unsmokes, because it only smokes for once a turn. It's constantly quitting. Move 6, and hopefully doesn't immobilise itself on the barbed wire. So no dozer blade for the Rhino. And it's fine, it loves it. Shooting phase, of which the Medusa, being static, is going to fire 1 shell, if it can reach, at this Iron Warrior. So, right onto his head.
Oh, he's definitely going to ground.
You going to ground?
Yeah.
And it wounds on the 2. It wounds.
That's it.
But he is basically pinned next to him.
But he's not anymore, he's going to stand up and be...
You're going to forget and move him as well.
I'm not.
You are, James. Because you do it, and I do it, and we all do it.
Yeah, probably. I think I did it last turn, actually, to be fair.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you went to ground last turn and then he moved. So.
It might have been the other guy, though, who knows? Because we didn't lie him down.
Yeah, okay, that's right.
So, the tactical squad over here is going to double tap into your Havocs, hopefully. They are, in fact, all within 12 of James's Havocs, so that's 20 shots into the Havocs. 10 shots hitting on 3s, so that's 7 hits, and then the second 10 momentarily. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 wounded on 4s. 5. That wasn't the best roll ever.
That's exactly how many red dice there, though. So I have 3 ups.
Yeah. Oh, that's classic tactical squad. The Sentinels are going to fire into... Is your Sabre still alive?
Yeah, 1 health, mate.
Yeah, so they're going to fire 3 multi-melters. Hits 3 times.
Yeah.
Strength 8 against 13 on the front. So 5 to glance.
Yeah, you're not in 12.
No, I doubt it. Nothing.
Sweet.
Then 3 Hunter Killers.
Yes.
Because they might as well pop them first turn because they never stick around until second turn. Hit on 4s, so 1. And nothing.
I like it.
Nothing. Finally, Sakaran. He's gonna have to chance it into your Spartan.
Sure.
Because otherwise he's dead next turn.
Does that Rhino got anything in it?
The Rhino has got some, tactical squad in it.
Cool.
So Accelerator autocannon. Hits on 3s with twin linked. So 5 hits. So strength 7, I will get 6s, which are rends.
Yeah. So your 6 is 1, which makes
1
it
which
10.
auto glances. The 6 makes it 13.
Yeah.
And I can't roll less than a 1. So yeah, it
So
pens.
What does the pen do?
The pen does snap firing next turn.
It's not bad.
But very little because you've got a machine for it.
Only on 1 gun though.
Only on 1 gun, yeah. And I believe that is my turn.
So I
Because everything else will be out of range.
Yeah.
Go on, you say it. Phil's going to love this game. Turn 4, James's movement, because he's considered it now.
Yeah, so we've immobilised the thing over there.
Yeah, we have immobilised the Spartan.
Yeah, who cares? This Rhino's moved to here.
Have you actually moved it?
Yeah, I'll probably get some guys out and throw a grenade and get my wrecker reel.
You can just throw it out the top, can't you?
Yeah, but I can get the guys out and throw it and then have more fun and spend more time.
Well, you only get wrecker against buildings.
Well, that's even worse than, isn't it?
That's why he's never used.
This will move. I can move over there and immobilise myself.
Okay.
Sweet.
James does immobilise himself.
I'm still getting out though because I've not moved more than 12 and that's what I wanted.
No. You've done the... Since we're picking me up on it before you enter the terrain...
Oh yeah, and then
immediately immobilise yourself.
And then can get out because I've not
And then
moved
can get out.
But the game, also, James...
The rules control the fun.
Yeah, I know. So I was trying to...
Oh no.
Has he lost his chain bayonet?
No. We'll cut to James. We'll cut back when James has stopped being. So this tactical squad is disembarked there, and this Rhino is that moving over there, or is that?
No, it's moved there already.
Yeah.
Yeah, just move.
Okay, so shooting phase.
Oh, I'm gonna get some guys out.
Oh, you're getting more guys out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and use tactical squads to do things.
Sabre to here.
Yeah, that'll do for movement, I guess.
Okay.
Let's do some shooting.
Yeah. So what we're going with?
Some auto cannon's going to take a couple of pot shots at you. Watch him have it.
Yep. So 2 shots. Twin linked. James is getting serious now. He's switching out dice.
So it's front on 13, so
yeah, 5s.
With Sunder.
1.
1 pen.
So
yes, you will
intervening from here. It's fine.
Don't use my dice, mate. Roll your own dice.
Nah, it's been done now.
Don't use other people's
I'm
dice.
just going to cut out the bit where you tell me not to use your dice. That's how that works.
Yeah, that's fine. The Havocs are going to take the Sentinels down.
I imagine.
2s to hit. That's for that. So there's 4 misses, 5 misses. And then whatever is under that 2. And then you say that armor 10.
Armour 10, yeah. So 3's to glance.
The dead Dave.
So I will get the 5 up for the area
Should
terrain.
probably
So yeah,
re-roll
re-roll
these
them. I imagine I'm going to fail all the area terrain saves.
So 3, 6, 9, 12.
13 saves for the Sentinels. Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want smoke on them for your immersion or?
Yeah, please. I'd like.
Just watch. Just
Balance it. Balance it.
There's 3 of them.
Are we doing that?
Oh, sure, your channel.
We're going through with this, are we?
You tell me what to do, mate. Tell me what to put in my list.
I did not tell you what to put in your list.
No, he's not having a sign out today.
I will say you are terrible at stacking things.
Sorry, professional Jenga player.
Except for whack lists.
Professional Jenga player, not on my CV. Cool, right. Havocs have done Havoc things. Good unit with bad guns. The immobilised Madood is going to Machine Spirit his last cannon at the Sakaran, and then shoot his other last cannon at the Rhino next to him. Start firing.
Okay, so which one do you want to do first?
Start firing.
Yeah.
6s with a reroll. 1 hit.
1 hit. So side armour 11, so anything but a 1. A 2. A glance.
It's not bad. Definitely won't complain. And then the actual shots, which one
Into
missed
the
twice.
Sakaran, yeah.
Only missed once. Still missed once.
So 13 on the front, so 4s.
So that's a pen.
A pen. And the intervening cover.
Yep.
He's fine.
He loves it. So I guess we've got a Grenadle.
Yep. So James is going to crack grenade from his squad here into the Rhino.
Yep. So it hits. It does nothing. And then I think there are some bolters here, maybe over there. Not a thing.
Okay.
So I think that is my turn 5, mate.
My turn 5. I'm going to advance these grenadiers 5. Okay, so this is where the grenadiers end up.
Do they have grenades though?
They just have frag grenades, I believe.
So, yes, they are grenaders.
Yeah.
So I guess you've moved them up just in case everything in the middle dies.
Yeah, just in case those 4 squads there get taken out.
Yeah.
This Rhino
good, mate, but I'm not that good.
Is going to pivot to there and stay on its 2. He will have to take a test. It's fine.
What's the test for?
Difficult terrain. I moved off the difficult terrain that I moved on to last turn. So the cold calculations of war tell me that I should leave them in and force James to knock me out of it. So I'm going to do that. The Rhino here is going to go 6 to here, 12 to here. So this is the line of James's deployment zone.
So you've currently got those 2 units in my deployment zone.
And that Rhino, just while I remember it, is going to pop smoke for this turn.
Sweet.
It's not already done that. The Grenadiers back here are going to disembark.
So why are you disembarking them?
Because you don't score when you're inside something.
Makes sense.
So infantry controls ground, and these are going to control the ground back here. So the squad disembarks to here, round James's side. While James is like checking on family and stuff, you know, the unimportant things.
I dropped my daughter off at nursery so I could come play this game, so I just want to make sure she's alright.
Tragic.
My wife watches this, sorry.
Will your wife watch this? This Rhino is going to reverse. The veteran squad is going to charge forwards to here. And that is my movement phase. Shooting phase, Medusa is going to fire at the Spartan. So centering the template on the Spartan, it stays centered on the Spartan.
Cool.
Because it moves 1 inch to the side.
Yeah.
Ordnance rolls 2 dice and picks. So
Picks the pen.
it picks the pen and see if it explodes. It doesn't
not.
on a 4.
You get your smoke marker.
So this is now important because James will only be able to really knock me out of these rhinos in his combat phase.
Yes.
So the Sakaran is lining up a shot on the sabre that fired at it.
How do you feel the sabres have been this game? The one sabre that survived the first turn.
It's not. It killed a predator.
80 points.
Yeah,
It's not
he's
bad.
got his points back easily. He's got like 150 points for the predator. The accelerator autocannon,
Nice.
twin linked, gets all the 6s when
Even
I
better.
needed them against the Spartan the other turns. Then
You just need one to go through, mate.
yes, 1
Glance.
glance, 1 pen. So
Intervening cover. So
yeah,
glance.
5 up.
Out the thing.
The glance
And the
saved and the pen saved.
pen. Boom, doubled it.
2 las cannons.
Oh yeah, that'll do. One hit.
Oh, only 1. So
Oh, yeah.
on a so I'm immobilized here. So it's actually only 1. So do you want me to roll it again, or do you want me to 4 up it?
4 picks. It's better odds for me.
Yes, it is.
1 to 3 fails.
1 to 3 it fails.
Ah,
It succeeds.
okay.
Yes. And it pens.
Oh, can I get lucky again? No.
No, so it goes.
Okay.
See if it explodes.
Oh, it
No,
doesn't.
we need a smoke marker. With a smoke marker on to keep James happy. Because I called it out one time.
I'm not happy at all.
So, bolt pistols into the Havoc squad.
Sure.
I've got 1 bolt pistol from
Can you?
the Delegatus. So 1 bolt pistol from the Delegatus hitting on a 2. Hits.
Nice.
And then I've got 15 bolt pistols hitting on a 3+. So I've got 5 bolt pistols from the Vet squad.
All hit.
All hit. So plus the 1 for the Delegatus to wound. 2 wounds on the Havocs.
That's it.
Then 10 bolt pistols from the Tactical squad.
But that's only 5 dice marks.
That is only I will, but roll this twice.
Ah.
So it's 4 hits and another 2 hits. So
6.
that's 6 total. 2 wound, 3 wounds.
Yeah, nothing.
And then the combi bolter from the top of the Rhino.
Oh, yes. Reroll.
Reroll for combi.
This will kill
1 wound. It doesn't kill 1. The Grenadiers are going to fire at the las cannon Havocs.
one. I wish I had last cannon Havocs, mate.
Sorry, the auto cannon
cannon
Havocs.
Yeah.
Hitting on 3s, so that's 4 hits from the first batch of 9.
You can rapid fire if
The
you
second batch of 9. Oh, so I've got 18
Oh, right,
dudes.
cool.
So that's another 4, so
Yep.
8 total. That was a terrible roll to hit. 5 to wound. 2 wounds. And 1 dead. Yes. So only 18 snapfires coming at me now. Your autocannon Havocs with my tactical squad first and then my veteran squad.
Sure. I'll snap fire. It's this, because that's how that works.
Because that's how snapfire works. Yeah.
So 3
3.
and 2s.
So 2s to wound.
3
2
wounds. 3 on saves. Gets 1.
1 tactical marine dead.
Sweet.
And then my charge distance. I don't think that's going to be enough.
Not
Are they within 2? So because of the -2 for terrain, I'm out by half an inch. Then the veteran squad into the Havocs.
Yeah, sure.
Then the charge distance is well in.
It's well in there.
Okay, so I'm going to challenge with my Delegatus.
I believe I have a sergeant.
So do you accept?
Sure, why not?
So we will go simultaneous with the vets, and then you will go first in the challenge.
Oh, right. So I will get
Because I have a power fist.
the sergeant, or might as well attack you first.
Yes.
So 2 attacks because he's a sergeant. 1 hit.
Yeah.
Doesn't wound. And
No.
then 1, 2,
And then
3, 4.
8 attacks from your Havocs.
Havocs. 4s. Not too bad. And 4s. Not two. Now imagine if they were strength 5.
So
mate.
4.
Imagine if somehow they were strength 5.
I don't know how we get that though. So I've got 4 armour saves. All fine. My attack's back. I've got 12 attacks with 3 veterans charging.
Weapon skill 4 still?
Do you know what? I didn't pick a veteran skill for these.
You'd have gone machine killer probably. Would you?
No, because they've not got any anti-tank weapons, so it's either scout or +1 weapon skill. Anyway, 3 hits, 1 wound,
He's
1
dead.
dead.
He's dead, Dave.
And then the Power Fist Delegatus, who's got a mastercrafted Power Fist.
Because Delegatus get
Because he's not mastercrafting his bolt pistol.
Really?
I know, right? So,
All hit.
3 hits, 2's to squash.
3 dead.
So that's 4 total casualties on James. So leadership test at -4. And I will pursue.
So they fail?
Yeah. And you run 1d6.
So initiative.
So I need a 5 to catch because I got a higher initiative.
So
and I do. And I consolidate 3. So into James's final turn, which is turn 5.
Well, I've got 3 attack squads and 3 rhinos. Let's see what we can do with 3 attack squads and 3 rhinos. We'll do some movementage.
Yeah. Of this squad, and then the rhino moves up. Bolt pistols in the back, I suppose.
They're going to have to do a difficult terrain test to get up and around.
So next to the dice tray, and he rolls them on the table. At least it's silent.
Exactly.
Not within 1 of my model, James.
That's
the
magnetic.
rules control the fun.
It's magnetic. I've got magnets on my get now.
He's not.
He does not have a magnet.
Not anymore.
I don't know if he ever did, but he doesn't now. Right, so
Anyway, yeah, you're within 1 inch.
Yeah. I kind of just want to get around you.
So
terrain test.
difficult terrain for James's rhino.
Loves it. So it's going to go, that's a wreck. So it's going to park an inch away from you there.
Yeah. And stop.
Yeah, cool. And then over here, these guys are just going to...
And then James's squad advances.
So we'll do some 2 shooting. Coming bolter into the back.
Yeah.
2 hits.
6s.
Nothing.
Crack grenade.
Crack grenade. Misses, and then some bolters.
3 difficult terrain tests for him. He's got a crack grenade.
Thanks, Max.
He's not in crack grenade range.
No.
Because he can't get down to level.
We didn't want to go that way anyway. What are you doing me over here, Max?
Yeah.
Happy they're on the back, or do you want some in the side?
I'm not happy with that one, though. That's a scatter dice.
Right. These miss.
No. Cool. 5.
1.
1.
We'll try some bolters over here.
Yeah.
I mean, you can all see, but you'll get cover save if you really want a cover save.
Well, I don't need the cover save.
Exactly.
Because it's marine on marine combat.
Marine on marine combat. Ooh.
All hit.
They all hit.
Of the first 10 out of 2 lots of 10.
I want to charge you though.
Oh, so these are bolt pistols.
Yeah.
Right, so 4s.
5. That is pretty good.
So I'm going to start taking these on a Delegatus until he takes a wound. He loves it.
Loves it. And then we'll finish off the game with some charges.
I'm going to Overwatch here.
Sweet.
The Delegatus has a combi melter.
Yep.
He misses.
If you don't use it now.
Yeah. I'm going to throw a crack grenade. He misses. And then 2 bolters. And he misses.
No.
He misses.
Yeah, almost.
Are you split charging or are you just charging them?
No, because they shouldn't be in my deployment zone.
No, they're not. They just...
So I'll just charge them and hope to not die horribly.
Yeah. You're in.
They love life. They're going to do a diving charge.
Has your sergeant got a power fist?
Noisy balls.
I challenge with my Delegatus.
Sure.
Because of course I do.
They're going to try and charge the Rhino.
Yeah, they're in.
Sweet, I want to see what I get. This unit will also charge.
Yeah. Did they rapid fire?
No.
No, so...
No, they didn't. Because I have played Heresy. Cool. Let's just try and do some damage, is really all.
Okay, so which combat would you like to start with?
We'll do the challenge. So my Sergeante
Yeah, goes first.
hits once. Doesn't wound. Yeah, do you want to do your Delegatus before I do some of my attacks? Just because it's a challenge and it's cool.
Go on. So, 3 attacks.
Mastercraft damage. One hit. Shrug it.
Squashed.
Yeah, he squished. And then...
So you've got 9 guys
1, 2, 3...
doing 2 attacks. It's in on 4, with the same weapon skill.
Wow.
That was great.
For you.
And then 4's to wound.
Guys?
5 3-ups.
Oh, they're
All dead.
They're all dead, Dave.
But they will get to attack back.
They will indeed.
So, 4's to hit back, 12 attacks. If only I'd have picked a veteran skill. And then 4's to wound. 2. Go on, fail them.
No.
Fast. So I have lost the combat by 2. And I love it because I'm leadership 9.
Yes, you are.
So James's million attacked into my Rhino. Are you doing all close combat weapons or are you doing crack grenades?
I'm going to chuck a crack grenade.
Okay, so everyone chucks a crack grenade.
Everyone chucks a crack grenade.
Yes.
Sweet.
Multi-bombing is a thing. 10 crack grenades. Hitting on 3s because I moved. And then on 4s, going to surprisingly destroy me. Oh, look at that.
Yay.
James.
Yeah, but you need to put guys in the wreckage.
I do need to put my guys in the wreckage. And James, I imagine, is now going to force me to measure an inch from all of his guys.
I'm not. I'm more than happy with that because that is the last attack of the combat.
So we will tot up victory points and come back in the outro. So, welcome back to the wrap-up of the game. Hopefully you had fun watching it. I had fun playing it.
I had fun proving Tyrant's terrible.
So, the final score... So, yeah, it was 6-0 to the Iron Warriors.
This Iron Warriors?
This Iron Warriors.
This is now the best Iron Warriors player in the Northwest.
Well, thank you, Jim. We need the crown of
crown.
thorns.
Yes.
To, or the trident helm.
So that
of
means
the Black
anything
Judges.
you say around Iron Warriors I have to accept now, is that right?
I think yes, until you come on and beat me with Iron Warriors.
Right.
That's the law.
So what's your take on Tyrants?
Take on Tyrants is that they don't survive Medusa blasts. That's the takeaway.
I'd take that, yeah, I'd take that. Yeah. I'd take that.
So you can either stick around after this and watch us bicker about Tyrants for about 8 to 9 minutes, or I think this will be the end of the cast.
Yeah.
Or the end of the episode.
Cheers for having me.
Yeah, no worries. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And don't forget to press the bell icon that James is pointing at right now to be notified of any new videos. So, enjoy the rest of them.
See you.